What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel for another video. I know it's been a long time since I posted, but we're going to go ahead and try to start putting some out. I've had a couple subscribers reach out and kind of check on me and things like that. But I just want y'all to know that I'm doing just fine. I'm doing just well. Tilly's doing just good. You know, I have been kind of, as you see, I have a studio now. I actually remodeled part of a room in my house. This is kind of my music studio. I'm going to double it as my YouTube studio for you guys. I'll probably get some shelves with some of the typical stuff you guys see on the channel throughout, right? So this one is kind of be a little bit different because we are kind of just in a morph stage. I have kind of took steps, multiple steps in the direction of trying to just grow and get things like this set up to where I actually have a good quiet spot where I can sit and I can brainstorm and have ideas and just work on all this other stuff that I've kind of got to doing, right? So I mean, it's springtime. I'm getting some fishing in, and you know, I was thinking about putting Tilly on, just going out and running her at night and seeing how that all plays out. We are out of season for coon, and we are out of season for squirrel here. So as of right now, the only thing that I could legally take in the woods would be possum. I'm not opposed to that. I'm not opposed to that at all. I know for a very long time I've been talking about, at least the last year since I've had Tilly, right? I've been talking about making a meat dog or a combo dog, and now would be the really good time for me to go ahead and do that. I have actually got myself a truck. I got my first dog box, so you know, shout out to my brother on that one. So I'm kind of slowly building up to try to do the things that I really want to do for the channel, you know, because for the most part, one of the things that really I think draws back on the channel here specifically is that I'm kind of always trapped in a chair talking to you guys about stuff. I mean, when I had cash, we did the coon hunting videos. I've done plenty of squirrel hunting videos and stuff like that. And the video channel, or the YouTube channel, has kind of just grown in such a way that my subscribers actually enjoy that content. And I know a lot of you guys that were watching me constantly, especially when I was posting a couple days a week. It is really exceptionally kind of a bummer, really, when I quit posting, and I get that, I understand that, but you guys have to understand, I have grinded so hard for a year straight. I put my, you know, my nose to the grinding stone, and I built this YouTube channel from nothing up into the point of monetization and beyond, and help a lot of guys on the way grow the Facebook community that I have, you know, 15, 16,000 members over there. We were dealing with just bot attacks and bot attacks and bot attacks. I kind of think I got that remedied and situated now, so that's not going on so much. But it is kind of like I have a double-edged sword here, because I would really appreciate everybody from the Facebook group to come get on the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is what started that Facebook group, but I can't make people do what they don't want to do. And I also don't want to kind of seem like I want to push my own stuff, even though it is my platform, and I built that platform, and I built this platform for me to share content with you guys. I don't want to just batter the Facebook groups or the Facebook pages with my content to kind of keep pushing the channel along. Now, since the last video that I have posted, you guys were with me when I got monetized. It has been 3 or 4 months now since I got monetization. I actually got my first check from YouTube. That was only about 125 bucks, but at the same time, I'm not complaining. And it's kind of like one of those things, man. I needed a breather, I needed a break, I needed a refresher. And especially when I got super busy and I got into the music stuff, as you guys see, I really got back into my music. I actually did a whole studio setup here. I have recording mics, you know, I got my instruments over here and all that whole thing. So we're just trying to roll a ball in all directions. And for me, that kind of plays out to be my going rate. And for just to be just like flat out honest about it and be honest with you guys, to sit down and put my nose to the grinding stone on doing just the YouTube for so long took a lot out of me, right? Because I'm a guy that likes to do a lot of different things. I like different seasonal type of things that I like to get into and like to do. You know, like this time of year, it's out and about, going to the lakes, running our days, fishing, and just doing stuff like that. Even riding bikes and exercising, just getting into that whole outside family mode during the daylight hours. So when I'm catching sleep after after work instead of doing a YouTube and burning that time up in the day. I've been working on my vehicles. I'm purchasing a new truck. You know, the whole thing just keep kind of unfolding for me here, and I'm trying to get all the ducks in a row to where it actually makes very good sense to bring it all back together to put out better content for you guys. Now, I like I said on the last video, I do believe I just kind of don't want to make guys think that they have to think like me or do the things that I do to have a successful dog or to have a good hunting dog or to have a dog that will hunt at all, right? There's all different ways to do it, guys, and that's just the fact of the matter is, okay? I'm just one guy, right? I'm just one guy that has trained some dogs and give you guys everything that I can kind of think of and go about that would pertain to training them specific kind of dogs, being coon dogs. I don't even want to start telling you guys how to train a squirrel dog because I have a squirrel dog that's unfinished, okay? So I haven't technically finished Tilly out at all. You know, she's there, she's trained squirrels and stuff, but by no means is she a dog that's good enough for me to go ahead and start telling people how they should actually train a dog. So for that, you know, we're just going to sit back and see where it goes and see where it takes us. And I'm kind of in a position here now also that I'm actually going to be, should be getting a new job here soon. And that is going to look a lot different than now, right? I'm going to be working a whole bunch more than I am now, right? So that's going to be a hindrance too. And finding a good balance for you guys to come back and kind of talk about things. And one thing that I just want to point out, and I'm not like kind of, you know, getting after you guys about it or anything, but the comments down there for the ideas kind of just went away after a certain point, right? So it's kind of like I can only push the ball so far in one direction by myself. I didn't do this YouTube channel to benefit me solely or to be like my grand scheme of life. I did this just because basically I got really bored and I got, you know, in a spot where, you know, didn't really have a dog for a very long time, and then I got a dog, and then I thought like, oh well, all the dogs I had prior to this, I just didn't document them well. I didn't go through any of these processes. I didn't kind of put everything all together. So getting this in this big huge catalog of videos and things like that for you guys to actually go through and dig in and just get knowledge is a really helpful tool, especially for new hunters and new people. Now there was a couple ideas that I was kind of like floating around in my brain, and these are just kind of like those ideas that it's kind of impossible to accomplish by yourself or without some type of help or without like means, okay? So without having a good, really big chunk of change. And I'm not going to share that with you guys. I don't want to get your hopes up, but I know we talked a lot about all these other kind of things, man. So this video is just going to be me getting back into it and getting, you know, you guys a refresher, kind of let you see what's going on here. Maybe I'll go ahead and post a picture of my truck and my dog box and that whole thing. And, you know, I just got like a lot of different pokers and a lot of different fires, if you know what I'm saying. But we're going to wrap this one up and we'll come back on this next one here and we'll talk about some channel stuff.